Hey, what's going on? This is Miniature Gold. This is another mix-it up tutorial. This one is on an alternative method for pulling a random file, like an image or a GIF, whatever you want to call it, or a video. Now, you can use the random action. There are advantages to that, such as not having duplicates, because there's an option that says no duplicates. But there's also advantages to putting your file paths in a TXT file. And those advantages are that if you have too many actions inside a mix-it-up command, it takes a long time to load, whereas that isn't really the case for a TXT file. So yeah, I will show you how to do that. I'm doing this because I was in the mix-it-up server and I saw that this was a method someone was using to make their own command. Mr. AJ himself is their name. So yeah, I was like, oh, okay, that's an interesting idea. I haven't done that before. Sure, why don't I make a video on how to do that? And it's pretty easy. It only takes 2 actions. That's it. It's a very small command, but it does a lot. It does as much as you want it to, as far as depending on like how many images or video files you have inside that TXT file. Okay, so I'll show you how to do that. If you like these videos, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like these. If you'd like to talk with me about Twitch, Mix It Up, gaming, life in general, please follow me on twitch.tv/miniaturegold. All right, so first of all, we are on version 1.6.20. So I haven't made this command because I don't personally have a use for it, but I think it's a cool idea, which is, pick a sort of GIF that you want us to display. Like, let's say you want various types of like either fail GIFs or fail videos. Then you can list them off in a TXT file. And then whenever someone uses this command or triggers it, it'll show that on screen. Okay, so in my case, I just went to giphy.com right here. So giphy.com. And then for every image that I wanted, this is in Chrome, by the way, I'll right click on a GIF. I'll go copy image address. I will open a new tab. I'll paste the image address. Now this is still Giphy. Okay, I want the source image address. So I'll do it again. I'll right click. I'll go copy image address. I'll post it in the URL. Okay, that is the source image address. Now I'm copying the URLs, but I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you get a folder for all your GIFs or your video files and name it accordingly and put all of these in there. The reason I'm telling you to do that instead of just grabbing the URL, because if this image is ever deleted, if it is ever moved, it's not going to work anymore. If it's always on your computer, then it'll always work, as long as nothing goes wrong with your computer. But better chance it'll work on your computer than something will change online that is out of your control. But in my case, I'm not going to put these on my computer because I will not be using it. But yeah, but I'll show you what I did. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I have a file called random_gifs.txt. And it's right here. So on each line, I have one GIF, one URL for a GIF. And again, in your case, it'll be a file path on a computer, not a URL. And so in this command, I added a file read and write. Okay, add it. And then read random line from file. And then I call the identifier GIF path. Then after this, I add an overlay action. And it's going to be an image type. I put it for 1000 for the width. I set the duration for 3 seconds. You can change the position how you want. For the sake of demonstration, I'm leaving it centered. Now, every time I press play, well, it'll play a random GIF. Sometimes, because I'm not using the random action, it'll play the same GIF multiple times in a row. But yeah, that's the advantage of using the random action, is you can control that. If you set this to 1 and no duplicates, then it'll not play the same one multiple times in a row. Okay, so let me show you this one. So I'll press play. Okay, try again. There's a different one. And we'll try again. Okay, so yeah, you get the idea. So yeah, those will play generally random GIFs. Yeah, it's a lot easier to load this, like to edit this file, but you lose the true randomness of the GIFs. And again, if you want to do this with videos instead, then in your txt file, instead of putting file paths for GIFs, put file paths for your videos. And instead of image here, you'll change it to video. And ideally, you're not using random videos or GIFs. They should be related to some theme. Like maybe you have videos for failing, or GIFs for failing, or GIFs or videos for like when you win, or you know, whatever else. Some common theme that all these GIFs and videos have. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That is how to play a random GIF or video via file paths in a TXT file. All right, if you found this helpful, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos like these. If you'd like to talk with me about Twitch, Mixup Gaming, life in general, please follow me on twitch.tv/MiniatureGold. All right, see ya.